Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about how to sell your house in Oakland and the surrounding East Bay area. This is actually a huge topic and I'm breaking it down into several short videos to make it manageable. So we are in a very unique market and there are challenges that we have that are particular to our area. We have several issues that I want to talk about and to help you alleviate your concerns and tell you how I work with my sellers to navigate through them, because maybe it will be useful to you. So when it comes to selling in Oakland and the surrounding areas, it's mostly about strategy, marketing on the front end, and negotiation on the back end. The rest is preparation. So this talk starts the conversation of preparing your home with regard to repairs and upgrades. And we talk about whether or not your home needs to be turnkey. Hi, my name is Tanja Odzak-Goppold. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams, and I work Oakland and the greater East Bay area out here in California. Oakland and the surrounding areas like Berkeley, Albany, San Leandro, etc. have a lot of really old homes. Often they've had several owners who took care of them in various different ways, and some who didn't really take care of them. Some of the homes have been remodeled and upgraded. Sometimes it's classy, sometimes it's not so classy, sometimes there's been almost like nothing that's happened to the house at all, it seems like, and often you just have no idea what some of the previous owners were thinking. So I start out by visiting the house and making an assessment of it. I tour it and have you tell me all about it. Then I start to look at it with a critical eye, because my goal is to maximize your return by doing the fixes necessary to net you the most money. Sellers don't necessarily get a maximal return by having a turnkey home. That's actually a real estate myth. Having a turnkey home might get you the maximal price, but a maximal price does not equal a maximal return on the home. All houses require some sprucing and freshening up, and they don't all require the same things. Some houses don't need much at all because they're already completely updated, beautiful, and pretty much ready to go. Others, not so much. And some others need a good helping. Often a minimum of painting and a good deep cleaning is required, but it can often be more than that, just depending on the house. So some sellers with funky stuff going on in their house sometimes wonder if they should fix up their house and make it look turnkey. This is often not the best idea. Remodeling your house right before you put it on the market can be risky because sellers often don't get the return on the money that they invest in making their house turnkey. The house might sell for more, but you need to factor in whether it's going to sell for enough more to get you that return and make the time and the work and the money worth it. Often the answer is no. There's a sweet spot that you want to be in. You want to fix up the house enough to get a lot of buyers interested, but don't spend so much that you're beginning to suffer from the law of diminishing returns. We would never recommend for you to chew up your equity in the house this way. It's generally not worth it, generally speaking. It's definitely true that to be in that sweet spot, you have to spend some money to fix up a property, because spending some money will get you to that place of maximal return on what you invested. But you definitely need to have a budget, and it's really important to stay and work within that budget. On the other hand, you don't want your property to be a flipper's dream either. As a seller, you lose money on that end of the spectrum as well, because investors and flippers are never going to pay you top dollar for your house. They're always about paying you nickels on the dime, and you want to be what the majority of buyers are looking for and what they're willing to spend and negotiate for. So the majority of buyers want a cosmetic fixer, and a cosmetic fixer is a range. It's not a specific point. They want to buy something that they can fix up to their own liking and really make it their own. Oftentimes, if they can move in and live with it and then fix it up after they've been there for a couple years, then that's kind of the ideal. So you kind of want to be like Goldilocks. You want to be just right. You don't want to be a house that only flippers are interested in, and also you don't really need to be turnkey. But as to how to get there, it requires a standalone assessment that's done on a house-by-house basis. And you need to work with a professional that's going to give you honest guidance, that wants to help you spend only what's really needed and to maximize your return. And also, keeping in mind that ripping out the entire kitchen and redoing it is often not the answer. As the owner of the property and the one paying the bills, the decision is ultimately yours. Realtors make suggestions and give you advice that you can choose to follow or not. You are the boss. Selling your home is a collaboration, and I want to work with you to do this. And certainly, I'm not here to twist your arm or make you spend money that you don't have, or having you take out a loan that's going to lock you in under the guise that it's going to get you the maximal return on the house because now you've made your house turnkey. And let's just say this for the record, it's almost always not true to remedy old, weird, funky layouts just before you go on the market. Again, we want a maximal return, and doing anything to the layout of your house is usually very expensive. There's also the question that comes up a lot, which is, should we do it ourselves, right? Sellers want to know, I can save money if I do it myself. Is this something that I should do? And, it could be painting or, that kind of lighter stuff. And this is a valid question, and it's something that your realtor should help you talk out. Because the answer is that it depends, and there's a lot of considerations, and the big two are, what's your budget and what's your time?